Welcome to the Investment Markets Overview for the week ending the 11th of March 2022. The Consumer Price Index, or CPI, is defined as a weighted basket of consumer goods and services, such as energy, food and shelter. And it's on the rise. US CPI hit a 40-year high last month, and that's excluding energy and food. As can be seen from the left-hand charts here. To make matters worse, the right-hand chart shows that real average earnings since 2007 are now falling by -2.4% annualized. Hence, an American's purchasing power is actually sliding by 10% per annum. It's the 21st consecutive month of rising consumer prices, led by energy and services of late. But most of the blame can actually be directed at feckless policymakers, noting the stimulus interventions of 2008 and 2020. The overview includes the performance statistics for the main stock indices, which were mixed, as were the commodities covered, and the cryptocurrencies. Whilst the sovereign bond yields were higher across the board, Germany massively higher. Meanwhile, for the regions, US home rentals are soaring, particularly in Manhattan. The European Central Bank left its key interest rate at 0%, whilst in the real-world market rates are soaring. And we explain why. Whilst out east, lending to Chinese households fell for the first time in 15 years, led by the weak property market. The US doesn't only project power across the globe through its massive military. Via the US dollar, it also uses its economic dominance and its privilege as the issuer of the reserve currency as a carrot-stick tool of foreign policy. But we may be approaching a turning point for the dollar and for gold, which many view as an alternative form of currency. This week's overview discusses the alternatives to SWIFT which are already running within Russia, China and in Iran. Plus the central bank gold hoards held by Russia and China. A final performance table for the major stock indices since the year 2000 concludes the investment markets overview. A one-month trial of this 40 times per year publication is available for less than $15, or the price of just one decent cup of coffee per week. It's an ideal opportunity to grab the bargain discount for 4 publications. We strive to turn the technical into plain-speaking observations, backed up by factual charts and context. Join us for a guide through the maze of economic and market data via the weekly 5-page overview.